The speaking recipe is designed to be used by ordinary household cooks who like to try new recipes. This includes chefs who are just starting from the boiling water process to the people who want to expand the types of dishes they can make. It especially helps those who have problems with multitasking and are easily distracted by all the events happening in the kitchen. As you can see with our chef, using a physical recipe will present some difficulties. First, chefs have to switch between reading the recipe and actually cooking. And if they're using a cookbook, chefs have to worry about the safety of the cookbook. Because chefs have to move about the kitchen, they have to deal with the nuisance of taking the recipe with them. Because of these difficulties, chefs must maintain more tasks when it comes to handling the recipe in the kitchen. This can ultimately lead to burnt food, kitchen messes, and other disasters. Speaking recipe eases the interaction of the cook and a physical recipe. It provides a hands-free application that will listen to the user's voice command and read the recipe out loud. This will allow users to simultaneously listen to instructions while cooking, which saves them time and minimizes the chance of disaster. Although there are other applications that allow step-by-step instructions through voice commands, our application allows users to use a Bluetooth, and it provides a visual interface that is just as useful as the audio interface.
To start using the speaking recipe, first the user needs to find a recipe. So they will enter in the ingredient. Let's go with shrimp. And here we can just select it and push the magnifying glass. And here we'll see all the different cooking methods available for that ingredient. So let's go with grill, and I'll select basil shrimp. Here you can see all the ingredients and the directions. So before we start, we should change the settings. So we can change the volume here, and the beeps tell us how loud it is. We can also change the pitch and the speech rate.
Don't set your kitchen on fire. Don't set your kitchen on fire.
So we also have the option of using the Bluetooth headset, and we can choose to display one instruction at a time. So we just hit start. Next.
2 tablespoons olive oil.
Next.
1/4 cup butter, melted.
Previous.
2 tablespoons olive oil.
Repeat.
2 tablespoons olive oil.
So when you're done, you can also modify the recipe. And then we can just hit save. So let's go find the recipe we just modified. Same as before, we type in shrimp. And this time when we select basil shrimp, we can either choose to see the original recipe or the modified recipe. And here you can see that it is our modified recipe.
2 tablespoons olive oil. 1/4 cup butter.
And as you can see, melted is removed.
There are a couple of key points that we learned from user testing. For recipe searching, users didn't like it when they had to select the ingredients and the cooking method from a drop-down menu. For the voice commands, users wanted to be able to adjust the volume from the application. So we allowed them to change the speed and pitch of the audio output. And for note-taking, we took it off the main menu and put it on the same page as the recipe. Currently, we have voice recognition and audio output working on our application. So the user can go through the recipe step by step using the following commands: previous, repeat, and next. We also have a local database, which we implemented using SQLite, that allows the user to save and retrieve recipes. For the future, we would like to use a web database so that users can add in their own recipes. We'd also like to be able to allow users to jump between the ingredients and the directions.